A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Mathematics and Science Promotional Programs Award Ceremony. My name is Johnny Konja, and I will be your Director of Ceremonies this evening. I'd like to acknowledge the dignitaries that are here with us this evening. Dr. Patrick Simalumba, the Director of National Institute for Educational Development at the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture. Prof. Dr. Anisha Peters, the Chief Executive Officer at the NCRST, Mr. Willie Mertens, who will be joining us in just a couple of minutes, the CEO of Debmarine Namibia, Dr. Nhlanhla Lupahla, the General Manager for Research, Science and Technology Coordination and Support at the NCRST, Ms. Tana Pesat, Brand Marketing Specialist at Namport, Dr. Rokir Aguard, who is the President of Global Talent Fund, Ms. Mingon Dupreez, the Executive Group Marketing on Public Affairs and Sustainability at Old Mutual Namibia, Ms. Danielle Roster, the Group Executive Marketing from Metropolitan, Dr. Samuel Nugulu, the Head of Department for Computing, Mathematical and Statistical Sciences, and Mr. Via Kumar, the Senior Lecturer at the University of Namibia, Dr. David Iambo, Head of Department for Mathematics, Statistics and Actuarial Science at the Namibia University of Science and Technology, NUST. We also like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Richard Cook, the Foundation Coordinator for Anglo-American Namibia Foundation, Ms. Nora Ndopu, the Executive Manager, Debmarine NABDEB Foundation. We also like to acknowledge Mr. Ndawedwa Cecil, the Mr. STEM 2025, and Ms. Vikapita Ilonga, Ms. STEM 2025. Prof. Martin Mungochi, Prof. Giovanni, Prof. Marelli, and Dr. Iambo, Namibia Mathematics Olympiad experts, staff members of the NCRST and Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture, esteemed regional coordinators, quality assurance committee members, head judges, supervisory teachers, and all the judges of both event and quiz masters, all students and various universities, esteemed young scientists, mathematicians, innovators, and all participating learners, members of the media, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. I think we have a lot of youth in the room. I think we expect a youthful good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. On behalf of the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, I warmly welcome you to the 2025 Mathematics and Science Promotional Programs Award Ceremony here at the Vinto Country Club. And tonight is a very special evening because we are here, we're gathering here to celebrate excellence, innovation, and dedication in the fields of mathematics, science, and technology. This ceremony recognizes the hard work that learners, educators, and regions have gone above and beyond to promote STEM education in Namibia. This event would not have been possible without the generous partnerships from our sponsors, who are Debmarine Namibia, who is our platinum sponsor, our silver sponsors, Namport and Global Talent Fund, and our bronze sponsor, Old Mutual Namibia. So please, a round of applause to them for making this event possible. And of course, to all of us that are here, your unwavering commitment continues to invest in the next generation of scientists and engineers as well as innovators. So this evening, we look forward to an inspiring speeches as well as our leaders from STEM who are going to give us a bit of background into how we actually got to where we are today. We are also going to be expecting some of the awards that are going to be given to the top achievers of the National Science Quiz, the Namibia Mathematics Olympiad, as well as the National Science Fair. There are also going to be moments of entertainment, so please buckle up for that, as well as a celebration, and we enjoy a fine dine together tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for an evening that not only honors individual excellence, but also reminds us that the future of Namibia's innovation lies in the hands of these brilliant young minds. So now allow me to formally begin the event, and I'll ask you to please rise for the national and AU anthems. Thank you. We may be seated. Once again, we thank you for your patience as we have started a little bit behind our schedule. We were initially supposed to start at 4 o'clock, but we, of course, have made it possible that we start this very momentous occasion. And with that, we would like to invite Mr. Ngarune Muka, who is from the Oshiwarongo Secondary School, to give us an opening prayer. Can we please give them a round of applause as we welcome them on stage?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow participants. My name is Garune Mukwa, and it is such a great privilege to be here. I have a verse for you guys, and it's from the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 23, which says, "Whatever you do, do it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for human masters." Can you bow down with me to pray the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
A round of applause to him, please, Mr. Muharokwa Dr. Villiers, that's a powerful prayer. I want to quickly check inside the room all our regions that are here. Do we have the Commerce region represented? Come on, that's more like it. Omaheke region, are we here? Oshikoto region? Let me bring it close to home. Oshodonjupa, pardon me. Oshodonjupa region, where are you? That's more like it. Oshana region? Love it. Where is Kunene region? Kunene region, where are you? Okay, we can all make noise for Kunene region who are not here with us. Which region did I leave out? Which region did I leave out? I forgot all my regions this evening. Karas region. Do we have the Hardap region here? That's more like it. I left out a couple as well. Ohangwena, are you in the room? The mighty Ohangwena is also with us. Remind me again, who do we have here today? Zambezi region, the mighty Zambezi region. Where is the mighty Zambezi region? Are we here? On the way still. Okay, we're still going to welcome them. A round of applause to all of us that are here tonight. Thank you ever so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us. It's really a pleasure to have you. Omusati region, actually also my region. A round of applause to Omusati region, also present. Absolutely. Erongo region, the coastal region, are we here? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Did I leave out? I forgot my map, my regional map of the country. Kavango East. We also have Kavango West. The Kavango West, are you here? Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the capital. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's a pleasure to have you here this evening. We are so delighted to have you here. It has been a very busy week for the NCRST, as well as our sponsors and our coordinators who have made this event possible. To all the learners that are going to be awarded tonight, congratulations to you for having done such great work, for having shown so much talent and generosity in giving what we have been taught. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving on with our program, can we please give a round of applause to Dr. Anisha Peters, the CEO of the NCRST, to give us the welcoming remarks, please.
Director of Ceremonies, the very, very well-known celebrity, Mr. Johnny Konja. And then I'd like to also recognize Dr. Patrick Simalumba, the Director of the National Institute for Educational Development, NIET, in the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture. And if you are familiar with academic writing, if you have such a long name and you want to abbreviate it, you have to say it once full out and then put the abbreviation between brackets, MESAC, and henceforth I will only be referring to MESAC. So Dr. Simalumba is today representing the Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister had confirmed that she will be coming. However, unfortunately, they had another engagement that they were summoned to that she had to go to, so she had asked him to stand in. And Doctor, we are very happy to have you because Doctor was saying that actually he was on his way to Ondangwa. And then he decided, no, this is too important. He's going to delay his travel plans to a bit later. Then also, Mr. Willie Mertens, the CEO of Marine Namibia, they are slightly delayed. They're on their way. But the reason why I really want to sort of still single them out, because every single year we have Deb Marine coming on board to sponsor, but it is not only the science fair, the math Olympiad, the science quiz. They are also funding us in a variety of other programs, such as our innovation programs, which is separate from here. So they're really one of the partners. Who are the Liverpool fans in the house? Yeah. Once upon a time, I was told apparently it's only old people who are Liverpool fans. But anyways, I've seen some young ones. Now, Liverpool's motto says, never walk alone, right? And I think and that's the motto that I want to give to Deb Marine. But we also have a very important sponsors who had come on board since then, who are also coming, second time, and their support is also getting much bigger. And that is that we have also Old Mutual. Then we have, and that is Ms. Mignon Duprier. I can't see her right now. And Ms. Marisa Fredericks. And then we also have Nemport, Ms. Tana Pesat. Then we also have Dr. Rukar Agrawal, the president of Global Talent Fund. That is outside of the country. They're international. Then we would also like to recognize Ms. Danielle Rosti. She's sitting here in front of me. I know her from social media. You see, I also follow some people, and then, it tickles me when I see them in person as well. So you are not the only ones who follow people on TikTok and Instagram and so on. I also do. So she is from Metropolitan. Thank you also for all of the support that is coming our way. And then I'd like to also thank Anglo-American Namibia Foundation, and then, of course, the Deb Marine Foundation. And then I'd like to also, the group over here, the professors from NUST and UNAM, and I'd like to also say thank you very much, because you know what? They are also sort of almost part of the NCRSD family, because they never get tired of us coming to them. I'd like to also single out NBC. And I'd like to say very much thank you to NBC. I was at an event, I think in the beginning of the year, and NBC sort of invited me, and they said to me, look, we are interested in showcasing what NCRSD is doing, but we want to go beyond showcasing. We actually want to come to your award ceremony, and we want to tell the nation what you're doing. So we are being live streamed. So I also have to say good evening to all of the viewers out there. So now, since the protocol has been handled, I want to move on swiftly, but I thought I would stop and just recognize some people. And then, of course, I'd also like to, before I move on, recognize the regional coordinators, the quality assurance committee members, the head judges, the supervisory teachers, all of the judges for both events and quiz masters. I'd like to also recognize and thank you for all of the student assistants from various universities. And then I'd like to also especially thank you, the parents, as well as the young scientists, mathematicians, innovators, and all of the participating learners. It's really good to have you here, and if it wasn't for you, none of us would be here. So, it is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, brackets, NCRSD, to this year's award ceremony for the National Science Fair, the Namibia Mathematics Olympiad, and the National Science Quiz. Tonight, it's about more than just trophies and certificates. It's also about recognizing the hard work, persistence, and the curiosity that drives young people to ask questions and seek solutions. These programs are not just competitions. They are stepping stones, helping our learners think critically, work collaboratively, and imagine possibilities that shape the future of Namibia. Last year at this event, I met 2 learners who came out. Actually, they came to cross-question me. They asked me, why did I not win? And are you sure that the judges really understood our product? I said to them, you know what? I can't help you with that because I don't know. I'm just invited also to come here. But the most amazing thing about them was when I started asking them a little bit who they are, and I sent them to some of the staff members, they had actually gone on to compete in the Boost Up campaign, which is a regional tech startup pitch competition. 2 grade 11 learners who came from the science fair with their products competed regionally in Botswana against people who's been in it for very long. And they were amazing because they advanced through our national competitions. And that's what we want to do. So I want to give a shout out to our innovation team tonight, and I see them sitting there, because they've decided that they are going to actually co-participate with the science fair to sort of take some of your innovative inventions and sort of see how they can upscale them. So this year, it's also a reason to celebrate. We have over 16,000 learners, 16,000 who participated. And now here they're saying that it's 14,000 last year, but it was actually 14,355. Generosa, is that correct? You see, I've got a good memory for figures. Yes. So, and the difference this year is last year we were missing 2 regions. And I was a bit disappointed to hear that one of those regions did not answer when the call came, but apparently they're on their way. It's Kunene region, did not participate in the previous ones, so we're welcoming them to this one because it's the first time now in a few years that they're participating. And Commerce region didn't participate last year, and tonight they're in the room. We have all 14 who participated. And this is like really a big milestone for us. And here, I must thank the MESAC. Remember I said we will substitute? I have to thank the ministry for helping us overcome that hurdle by providing targeted support to those 2 regions to ensure that everybody is here. Now, I also want to pause and give a shout out to 2 persons who's here in the audience, Mr. STEM and Miss STEM. I want them to come up and stand over here so that everybody can see who they are. So, Mr. and Miss STEM are our ambassadors for NCRST. So whenever we are at any event, they are supposed to be there. It's a lot of hard work. But the reason that they are ambassadors is because we want to inspire the next generation of scientists, technologists, mathematicians, and engineers, and beyond those fields as well. And I want them very briefly, because I see that John is looking at me and saying, what are you doing? I want them to very briefly just say their name, say what they're studying and where they are, and that's basically it.
All right, thank you, Prof. My name is Ndawedwa Cecil Mwandingi. I am 19 years old. I was born in Windhoek, and I'm currently studying dental surgery at the University of Namibia. I'm a first year, and you'll hear more about my journey when I come up and speak again. Thank you. V, please take it away.
Good evening. My name is Vikapita Ilonga. I go by V. I am a Bachelor's of Science in Physics and Computer Science at the University of Namibia student. I'm currently in my third year, and I would like to pursue a career in astrophysics. What was the other question? That's it? Okay, right. So I'm your Miss STEM. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I think I'm following them as well, because I've seen some regional representation, continental, that Cecil has been doing, so amazing stuff. So I've already thanked all of the sponsors and our partners and the families of all of the learners and the teachers. And remember I said that we had over 16,000 learners participating, and from that pool, we have identified the very best of the very best, 150 in the science fair, 84 in the Olympiad, and 39 in the quiz. And behind them were 54 judges, 14 supervisory teachers, and 42 regional coordinators who made all of this possible. And each and every one of them have sacrificed so much. I think they're very tired. I went to look at all of the stalls today because I couldn't, just let it go. And then I met them all there, so they're very tired, but they are very satisfied at this point in time. This is only the beginning. As of January 2025, Namibia has a total of 2,061 schools and 647 learners. We cannot stop with only 16,000 learners. Until opportunities in science and mathematics are open to every child, especially girls, learners in rural areas, and those historically underrepresented in STEM, because no talent should be left untapped. Learners, allow me also to speak to you directly. You are not merely participants, but you are ambassadors for innovation and knowledge. The skills that you have demonstrated, problem-solving, teamwork, and creativity are exactly what Namibia needs. Every math problem you solve, every science project you present prepares you for the challenges this country will one day ask you to solve. So tonight, as we celebrate your achievements, I invite you to look beyond the prizes, seeing this evening as the launch pad for your future. Remember what I told you about the previous winners and where they are? Also, remember that this year we participated for the first time in the International Mathematics Olympiads in Australia, and when we participated, we did not bring yet the bronze medal home, or the gold medal or the silver medal, but we will do so next year, because when we started in the Pan-African Math Olympiads, this was the third year, we started off with nothing. We got a bronze medal. The second year, this year, we got a bronze medal, and we got 3 scholarships. And those scholarship recipients are going to Rwanda, and from Rwanda they are going to the United States. And I think that this is like a tremendous achievement. At the International Math Olympiad, where we participated for the first time, Namibia received a special recognition, special commendation. So that is what we in Namibia, and especially you as learners, are capable of. With that, I warmly welcome you to this special occasion, and let us celebrate together, be inspired, and continue working to make STEM education accessible, inclusive, and transformative for every Namibian child. Thank you.
I think Prof deserves a bigger round of applause, really. Thank you. Thank you so much. Prof noted some very important notes this evening, and she noted that Namibia has, or rather, participated internationally. I had the privilege of interviewing some of these participants who participated in Australia. Although they did not, bring back a bronze medal, like Prof said, we really congratulate them for setting a footprint outside the country. So let's give them a round of applause for those students. Thank you very much. All right, now to welcome back onto the stage what we have already seen here. Please help me welcome Miss and Mr. STEM 2025.
Thank you, Director of Proceedings. Good evening once more, distinguished guests, teachers, parents, and most importantly, the brilliant learners we are celebrating tonight. Standing here as Mr. STEM Namibia 2025, I am deeply inspired, not just by the titles and awards that we are giving out tonight, but by the passion and hard work that went into every experiment, every equation, and every quiz answer that happened over the past week. A few days ago, I had the privilege of serving as part of the ethics and compliance team for the science fair. From that position, I got to see firsthand the creativity and dedication that you as young scientists and innovators poured into your projects. I saw solutions to real problems, ideas that challenged the normal, and the boldness to dream beyond the normal classroom. And that is exactly what science, technology, engineering, and maths is all about. STEM is not just about knowledge, but it's the courage to apply it. Tonight is not just about recognizing winners. It's about reminding every learner here that you belong in STEM. And I especially want to speak to the boy child. Too often we celebrate leadership, creativity, and innovation as something that girls need more encouragement in, and that is very rightfully so. But we sometimes forget that boys also need affirmation, they need guidance, and they need mentorship. The boy child matters too, and you matter too. Can we have a round of applause for the boy child, please? We need young men who are not afraid to be curious and who know that discipline and brilliance can actually go hand in hand, and who understand that STEM is not just about science and numbers, it's about a service to your community, your family, and your nation. But let me be clear. The future of STEM is not male or female. It is all of us working together. Namibia's progress depends on every single learner in this room, regardless of your gender, background, or circumstance. What matters is that you see yourselves as part of the story of science, mathematics, and innovation in this beautiful nation. So, to the winners tonight, celebrate your victory, but remember that your journey has only just begun. And to those who didn't win, take this as fuel, not failure. And to every learner here, whether you are a young girl pushing against barriers or a young boy searching for your place in this world, know that STEM will always, always have a space for you. As Mr. STEM, I stand here as proof that your voice, your ideas, and your story matter. And together we can build a Namibia where every child, boy or girl, is empowered to dream, to innovate, and to lead. So I thank you, and congratulations once more to all of you. Ms. STEM, please.
Good evening. So I prepared a small speech, and I have it here on my computer just so I don't mess anything up. Standing on protocol already established, I would like to start off by welcoming our esteemed guests. And as Ms. STEM, I am incredibly honored to be standing in a room full of science enthusiasts, learners, teachers, parents, judges, and honorable guests. We are here today to acknowledge and celebrate the great young minds of our nation who, through innovation, creativity, practicality, and perseverance, have successfully wielded the tool of science to not only demonstrate their own abilities, as well as our country's ability to overcome and steer ourselves into a more utopian future. We are here to take our hats off to learners present today, amongst whom are those who traveled hundreds of kilometers and spent months perfecting their presentations to ensure their outstanding representation that we were so fortunate to witness over the last 3 days. It is a noteworthy experience to share this space with so much talent and determination. We celebrate young scientists who all saw something that needed to be fixed and decided to take a step to try and fix it. Fellow young people, I address you now directly. As a fellow aspiring scientist and an extension of young scientists across Namibia, it's truly heartwarming to see apps, gadgets, gizmos, and doohickeys that my peers and juniors brought forth to the table. I speak now to you learners, and I say well done and keep it up. I'd like to take the liberty of making another personalized address, and this one to the girls who participated in this competition. As a fellow aspiring female astrophysicist, my journey, like yours, started not too long ago. And yet, in the short time, I found mentors, support, and people who inspire me. I like to call them my science family. I've had also the privilege to experience or have experiences that have exposed me to outstanding encounters, good and bad, that have helped me realize that there are many more challenges and the road ahead is one of many highs and lows. But one thing that I have truly taken away from these experiences is the redefined love for science and for physics. I say now to my fellow girl child and young woman, let us retain our conviction because we have amazing things to offer. So let us be unapologetic about it. If you have only one thing to take away from this, let it be your conviction and your newfound love for science. Boys and girls, today is a day of celebration for those receiving prizes as well as those who don't. Because although you don't receive a prize, you showed up and you showed your best. So let us young people experiment fearlessly and never stop believing that our ideas are a way forward, because they are. The future of STEM in science is bright. The future of STEM in Namibia is bright as it shines through all of us. So congratulations once again. Thank you.
Can we give him a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen? Miss and Mr. STEM 2025. Absolutely marvelous. Thank you so much for the well remarks and, of course, the inspiration to all our learners that are present with us this evening. Now, for some entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a very special choir joining us this evening who are going to be serenading us away with some items. Please, let's give a round of applause to the Namib Camerata Choir. very good evening to you. Welcome. A round of applause to him, please, the CEO of DebMarin Namibia. This event is being broadcasted live on NBC TV, NBC One, as well as on NBC digital platforms, on Facebook and on YouTube. So please pay your TV licenses if you have not. I have a speed point. I work for NBC, so I have a speed point. If you haven't, I can assist you in doing that quickly. All right, we'll continue with our program now, and next to address us, of course, will be who I just addressed earlier on, the CEO of DebMarin Namibia, Mr. Willie Mertens, to give us his remarks. A round of applause as welcome him, please.
Good evening. Good evening. Or maybe I'm not close enough to the mic that people can't hear me. Good evening. Thank you very much. Director of Ceremonies, thank you. And allow me to stand on the protocols that were already observed. I want to just apologize for being late. I drove from another program in Wolfish Bay to be here. So I just got home and then I brought my kids. They are somewhere in the left here. Let me just get this sorted. Right, I see a lot of kids here, and it's always good to see the future. Is this much better? Right. It's always good to see the future of Namibia all gathered together, and even more pleasing to see that those who are interested in mathematics and science are all here, because I always think that maths and science are those logical subjects. And I used to tell my kids, don't only study maths, because that teaches you logic. And if you know maths, it will be much easier to study all the other subjects. So it's a pleasure to be, I thought it was a joke. It wasn't a joke? All right, thank you very much. People are too serious here. So it's an honor for me to be here to deliver these remarks at this year's National Mathematics and Science Promotional Programs Awards Ceremony. I know there's a lot of people here that's sitting and just waiting for the awards. Don't worry, we'll not stand on your wait too long. As the main sponsor since 2022, DebMarin Namibia is deeply committed to advancing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education in Namibia. Our sponsorship reflects a strategic investment in the future of our country, an investment in cultivating young scientists, innovators, mathematicians who will confidently lead Namibia into a new technologically advanced future. We extend our sincere appreciation to our fellow sponsors, the Global Talent Fund, NAMPORT as the silver sponsors, Old Mutual and Metropolitan Namibia as bronze sponsors. Together we stand united in our mission to empower Namibia's youth and to foster a culture of scientific curiosity, innovation, and excellence. DebMarin Namibia's support for these programs began way back in 2017 with a modest contribution of 80,000 Namibia dollars. Since then, thank you very much. Since then, our commitment has grown significantly, with 3.3 million Namibia dollars invested between 2022 and 2024. We renewed our sponsorship for 2025 and 2026 at an amount of 2 million Namibia dollars. These programs comprise the National Science Fair, which covers grades 1 to 12, the National Science Quiz, covering grades 8 to 12, and the National Mathematics Olympiad, covering the grades 8 to 11. They are aligned with the government's agenda to embed academic competitions into the national education calendar. They promote STEM literacy, inspire passion, and prepare learners for participation in prestigious platforms such as the Pan-African Mathematics Olympiad and the International Mathematics Olympiad. This year, over 16,000 learners from all 14 regions of Namibia participated. This is not just a number, it is a testament to the enthusiasm, the talent, and the determination of our youth. It is evident that Namibia's learners are ready to embrace science and mathematics as a tool for shaping the future. And why is this important? As DEPMARI Namibia, we believe in the fields of science and technology because we heavily depend on our technological advancement, as you've probably seen in the news earlier this week, where we launched 2 crawlers, which are basically subsea pieces of equipment that recovers diamonds on the seabed. So we are heavily dependent on research and technology. And we are living in the world that's evolving rapidly. Fields such as artificial intelligence, robotics, biotechnology, renewable energy, and sustainable innovation are redefining industries and economies. At DEPMARI Namibia, as I said, we're heavily reliant on these technologies. But beyond the extraction of diamonds, we must always look ahead to identify new industry needs and applications for diamonds, whether it's in the high-tech manufacturing, quantum computing, medical equipment, or any other emerging fields. This requires a new generation of thinkers and problem solvers who we believe are all in the room today, who can innovate across different disciplines and industries. Therefore, cultivating a skilled and passionate future workforce is not only a national imperative, but is a business necessity. Diamonds, and when I say diamonds, I'm only talking about natural diamonds, are Namibia's most valuable mineral resource. As a producer country, it is vital for us that Namibia not only extracts these resources responsibly, but also plays a leading role in creating global industry demand and driving local beneficiation. This means investing in skills and technologies that will allow us to add value to our minerals right here in Namibia through cutting, polishing, innovation, and research. By empowering our youth through STEM education, such as events like today, we are laying the groundwork for a future where Namibians are not just participants in the diamond value chain, but are leaders and innovators in it. So on behalf of all the sponsors, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Education, Arts, Culture. I think there's a much more longer name than this one. Let me call it MAISAC. Apparently it's called MAISAC, all right? Thank you very much. The regional coordinators, the teachers, and the judges. Your tireless efforts who brought us here today ensure that talent is discovered, nurtured, and celebrated across Namibia. To our learners, today is for you. We are here to honor your achievements, but the true victory lies in your courage to compete, your curiosity to explore, and your belief in your own potential. You are the pride of Namibia, and you give us confidence that the future is in capable hands. As sponsors, we reaffirm our commitment to continue to invest in education, because when we invest in the youth, we invest in the sustainable future of our nation's development, for inclusive growth and a promise for a brighter Namibia. Congratulations to all the participants, and may your journey in science, innovation, and mathematics carry you to even greater heights. Thank you very much.
This is our platinum sponsor. A bigger round of applause to him, really, and thank you. Thank you so much to Mr. Mertens and his team for the continuous support in Namibia's future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our sponsors who have made this event possible. Of course, our platinum sponsor, DEPMARI Namibia. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors as well, or rather our partners. We have the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture. I can remember it, at least the length of it. We also like to thank Numport, who also is on board. We also like to thank Global Talent Fund. Also like to thank Old Mutual. So let's give our sponsors a round of applause for supporting the future of this country. Now, we are going to move on with our program. We started a bit late, so we don't want to keep you too long. And of course, we also want to see who our awardees actually are. So let's give a round of applause to our entertainer, who's going to be Taleni, the violinist, to give us a piece. Please, a round of applause to Taleni, the violinist. Absolutely wonderful work from Taleni. A round of applause to him once more. It made me think a little bit about myself and my future, why I couldn't pick up any talent. I guess getting paid to talk is better. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for being with us this evening. We could have been anywhere else, but you, of course, have made it with us here this evening to support and, of course, be part of this emerging success of supporting our future of this country. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome Dr. Patrick Simalumba. He is the director of the National Institute for Education Development, NIED, who is going to deliver the remarks on behalf of the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Youth, Arts, Sports, and Culture. Please, a round of applause to him as we welcome him on stage.
Okay, good afternoon to all. I don't hear you. I'm used to my education. Good evening to all. Yes, now I'm proud of you. Okay, I'll be here to read the message from our Honorable Minister who could not be with us due to other engagements from the superiors. So I'll read it in its original way, at the right pace, because there are learners from different grades and geographical regions, but without also wasting much of time. So I'll go direct into my speech. Mr. John Nkonja, our Master of Ceremonies, Professor Dr. Anicia Peters, our Chief Executive Officer, NCRST, Mr. Willie Martens, our Chief Executive Officer, Depth Marine Namibia, Dr. Upara, our General Manager for Research, Science, Technology Coordination and Support at NCRST, Ms. Tena Pesat, the Brand Manager Specialist for NAMPOT, Dr. Ruchia Agawal, the President Global Talent Fund, Ms. Mignon Duplessis, the Executive Group Marketing, Public Affairs and Sustainability, and Mauriza Fredericks, the Marketing Manager, Corporate Business and Sustainability, Old Mutual Namibia. Mrs. Daniel Rosti, Group Executive, Marketing, Metropolitan, Dr. Samuel Nguru, the Head of Department, Computing, Mathematics, Statistical Science, and Mr. Vijayakuma, Senior Lecturer, University of Namibia. Dr. David Iambo, the Head of Department, Mathematics, Statistics, and Actuarial Sciences, NASTI. Mr. Richard Cook, the Foundation Coordinator, Anglo-American Namibia Foundation. Ms. Norandop, the Executive Manager, Depth Marine, NAMDEP Foundation. Mr. Sesu Mandingi, our Mr. STEM 2005 and 2025. I'm taking you back. You must complete faster. Okay, then you are listening. Now I know that everybody is listening. And Mrs. Vikapita Ilonga, our Mrs. STEM 2025. Professor Martin Mangochi, Professor Giovanni Mareri, Dr. Iambo, Namibia Mathematics Olympiad Problem Committee members, staff members of NCRST and MESAC, esteemed regional coordinators, quality assurance committee members, head judges, supervisory teachers, and all judges of both events and quiz master, all student assistants from various universities, esteemed young scientists, mathematicians, innovators, and all participating learners, the media fraternities, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening again. Now this one is from the Honorable. Distinguished guests, esteemed educators, regional coordinators, devoted judges, supervisory teachers, proud parents, and above all, our brilliant learners. It is a profound honor to stand before you tonight to celebrate Namibia's brightest young minds. This event, we gather not merely to present an award, but to reaffirm our nation's unwavering commitment to nurturing curiosity, excellence, and innovation, the very qualities that will shape Namibia's future. As Prof. Peters has highlighted, this year has been truly an extraordinary one. Over 16,000 learners from all 14 regions. For the first time, can we give ourselves a hand? So they contributed. Every region contributed to the National Science Fair, Namibia Mathematics Olympiads, and the National Science Quiz. This is more than a statistics. It is a milestone to demonstrate Namibia's commitment to equity, inclusion, ensuring that every child has an opportunity to shine. To our young achievers, as you are the reason we gather, your curiosities, creativity, and resilience are shaping the future of Namibia. Every solution you discover, every question you ask, every project you undertake brings closer to a Namibia built on knowledge, innovation, and possibility. Yet, while we celebrate progress, we must remain vigilant. Namibia has now 2,061 schools. They keep increasing. And 927,647 learners, according to our EMI statistics. Our responsibility is clear: to reach every child, girl and boy alike, especially those in rural areas and historical underrepresented, as it was said, in STEM. No talent should be left untapped. We have seen some of the talent here from music. So globally, STEM education is recognized as a cornerstone for development. UNESCO emphasizes that access to quality STEM learning is essential for achieving sustainable development. And the UNICEF reminds us that education empowers children to break the cycle of poverty. Here in Namibia, our investment in STEM is an investment in national prosperity, resilience, and equality. The challenge is unmistakable. Only a fraction, as it was indicated by Professor Peters, of students currently pursue STEM fields.